everybody. So we're getting ready to load the Talon up. As you can see, it's going to be a tight fit just because of the wheel wells. It does not a tight fit when it comes back in here, but when it comes to the wheel wells, it's super tight, so you don't have a whole lot to go with. So we're going to go ahead and bring it in. This one actually has a whole lot more clearance than the last one as far as coming in the buggy and not being a hindrance on the top. On the last one, I actually had to stand on the back of it while we loaded it. This one, you've got several inches of clearance inside the buggy. We did add the E-Track in here. The E-Track was a super good investment. It was about 120 bucks. Tires to me. You can see right here how tight it is, just pulling it right in. He's watching the other side, so that's good, baby. So with that, this one actually, it's easier to get in and out of because the doors actually open from the opposite direction. Makes it a whole lot easier loading. It made it a little bit difficult on our last buggy because of the door, the way that it swung open, and you'd actually hit the bench slash bed slash table that folds down. So the E-Track, however, is a huge improvement. Makes it a lot easier on loading, makes it a lot easier on strapping everything down. But as you can see, she's loaded up. Got plenty of room up top.
Good picture from the back.
We'll get a view from the back of it. You can see right there, it's still, you can still get out of it, but it's still pretty tight. And it literally fills up the whole back end of this rig, so no big tires for this one, at least with this buggy. We'll see how it goes with the next. All right, so we're loaded up, locked down. We went with the E-Track, and here's our E-Track supports locked in. Super easy, super clean installation. Easy load in, snap lock them in. Ratchet strap her down. We'll end up eventually getting basket wheel covers, but for now, all 4 tires are strapped down. We did do a bounce restraint here, and it is not tight by any means. That's just to keep the buggy suspension from bouncing up, and if something were to bust, just to keep it from smacking the top of the rig. But that is it. We've got our tables and our chairs strapped down with an additional strap and 2 other E-Track hooks just to keep them secure for transport. And we are trail ready. Hey everybody. So we are in Pioneer, Tennessee, right?
Pioneer, Tennessee.
We are staying at the Eagle Rock campground and RV, I think they call it RV resort. We actually drove our side-by-side up to the gas station, and then they've got a Mexican restaurant over here. It's a very side-by-side ATV, dirt bike friendly community. They don't get onto you for driving around town. You don't have to be legal.
No tags.
No tags, no nothing. And you can actually go up to, turn my camera, you can go up to, straight up to the gas pumps. Of course they tell you not to be at 1 through 4, but it's pretty friendly. They've got a lot of kids out here with their parents, of course. Here comes another buggy around the corner. But so far, so good.
Hey everybody, it's Jason.
And Julie.
So we're here. We made it. Royal Blue. You know, what was supposed to be a 7.5 hour drive ended up being a 12-hour drive. We are wiped out. So I will tell you, if you're coming through Chattanooga, you're going to lose an hour and a half. If you're coming through Knoxville, you're going to lose an hour. Oh my gosh, it's been a tremendous day. So just kind of touch base. We are in Pioneer. We are at the Eagle Rock campground. Now, we've stayed at nicer.
Yeah.
There is no bougie about this campground.
It's River Rock.
But it's really nice.
It's not bad.
Of course, you come here to side by side, so if you're worried about getting your feet muddy,
this ain't your place.
you're in the wrong place, because this is all gravel, mud, muddy water, but it's nice. We didn't unhook the truck. Our toy hauler's 36 feet long. I've got a 4-door long bed dually, so all together we're in about 60 foot. Was able to back in, let the ramp down, get the side by side out. Every rig here is still hooked to their camper. There's some 46 foot pushers, mega toy haulers here. All of them still hooked up. Really nice. Bathhouse. Okay.
Yeah, the women's wasn't bad.
The men's wasn't bad. It was clean.
Very clean.
A little dated, but very clean. You know, Eagle Rock, I like it. The one thing I want to bring up about Pioneer is freaking side-by-sides, four-wheelers, dirt bikes running around everywhere. This is a very UTV-friendly community. Ride your side-by-side to the gas station, run over across the interstate to Popeye's Chicken.
Go to the Mexican restaurant.
Go to the Mexican restaurant.
Liquor store.
Liquor store, gas station. I mean, these people, whatever. You know, it's really, really good. And so far, other than a couple kids on dirt bikes, everybody's been real respectful. Even though, you know, we run a Talon. Yeah, it'll run 70 mile an hour. We obeyed the speed limit. Everybody here, I've seen some RZR turbos, some Can-Am X's. Everybody's just cruising around the speed limit, being respectful. And that's one of the big things. That's why this place is the way it is. Other than a couple kids on dirt bikes, you know, but that, you know.
The big deal with them, though, was you couldn't hardly see them.
They was
because
riding.
they just had one headlight.
Yeah, no headlights, one headlight for all three of them. But you know, they got to grow into this, so it's all good. But just kind of touch base a little bit. We're here over the next few days. We're going to be doing some video, some GoPro. We're going to kind of check this place out. So you know, I know every video you watch, everybody says it, and I'm going to be that guy. Subscribe, you know, follow us, hang out. Yeah, it's going to be great. So we're doing this is New Year's. Finally leaving 2021 in the rear view. We're going to be, and there'll be some video footage of it, so hang out. But we plan on being on top of the mountain watching the fireworks, you know, tomorrow night at midnight. Didn't get no footage tonight. We rode to the gas station and back. We're wiped out.
The one thing that I did like about it was the fact that we were here literally 15 minutes and had groups of people come over and ask if we wanted to go ride with them. So, you know, they're from all over the country. These people are from Maryland. People down the road were from Florida. You know, it's people of all walks of life from pretty much every state you could imagine, and they're all just here to have a good time. So
yeah, everybody's here to do one thing.
Yeah,
get twisted up and nasty. So y'all hang out with us, subscribe, follow along. This year, Lord willing, this year we're going to do some Arkansas, we're going to do some Oklahoma, we're going to Colorado. Maybe some Hatfield and McCoy towards the end of the year. So hang out with us, follow us, like us, subscribe. Again, I'm Jason.
And Julie.
This is the adventures of Jason and Julie.
Alright guys, I just want to show you around Eagle Rock. We come down off the mountain. It's good riding. I mean, it's not a lot of rock crawling per se, like you would think of your wind rock. But this is Eagle Rock campground, and there's a lot of people here for New Year's. But it's nice. As far as campgrounds go for off-roading, I mean, you can't expect pavement and concrete when everybody's just going to get it all muddy and boogered up. One thing I like about the super long spots is most everybody here is still hooked to their truck and still had room to unload. So here you got RVs with pickup trucks and trailers parked in the spot. Spots are really big, really huge. They're cool. But just kind of give y'all a look around. You can see the houses, mobile homes. We call those cabins. But it's pretty nice. Full hookup. 30 amp. Up on the hill you got 50 amp. And it's neat. Alright.
See little flashes.
Hey everybody. Alright, to close this thing out, we're back in Mississippi. Got the Talon in here. And we definitely christened it. We wore the new off of it, so everything we own's got mud in it. I mean, my dually, the camper, the Talon is nasty. Just want to kind of recap. If you're thinking about going to Royal Blue, I can't speak for all of it. One thing I didn't cover in the videos, and keep in mind the videos was just a short bunch of rides and pictures of the kinds of trails that you're going to run into there. It rained the entire time we was there. It started raining in Birmingham, Alabama, and it rained all the way up. It rained pretty much consistently the 2 days we were there. There were some short gaps and a couple hours here and there where the sun pop out and it's beautiful, but it was so muddy, so nasty. But it was a lot of fun, a lot of good people, a lot of great riding. You can't really compare it to Windrock. Julie's very conservative. She doesn't like getting too radical on the trails. The Ivydale Trail, a couple of their hardest trails they had might be a red trail like at Windrock. Very good riding, very easy to get stuck, very deep ruts, had to really choose your lines carefully. One thing I liked about Pioneer, and we will be back, we will go back to Royal Blue, we will stay at Eagle Rock, the convenience of everything. So if you notice in some of the pictures, you see us washing the buggy. You know, that car wash is set up between the town and the campground. Swipe a card, it was $5 for 8 minutes, and I mean, we're 20 bucks in, and this thing is nasty, but it was horrible. But things like that, we don't find at every off-road. I couldn't tell you how many times we've loaded a nasty buggy into the camper and brought it home that way. It was really nice. There was a car wash right there, food, grocery store, 2 truck stops. So you could fill your truck up, and that's what we did. We got off interstate, filled the truck up, so we didn't have to do it the morning we wanted to roll out. It was so convenient. And Royal Blue from Eagle Rock and that part of Pioneer connects to Windrock. So as much as we love staying at Windrock for the instant trail access, we're seriously debating staying at Eagle Rock and riding Windrock, because you got a car wash, you can come off the mountain right there, grab supper, whatever. So I didn't really cover that, but I wanted to kind of backtrack in closing this out, that everybody we met was super friendly. They talked to you, whatever. The groups we met, as soon as we pulled up, backed in, I got out and started rolling the anchors down on the camper, and guys were coming up. Hey man, we got a group going out. Y'all want to jump in? As soon as they seen we were solo riding, everybody just kind of jumped in and said, hey, you know, there's a group going out. The first day we kind of roamed around alone. We kind of missed the window, so we kind of done our own thing, and glad we did. I don't recommend solo riding, but we was very conservative, took our time, and we actually backed out of a trail or two because we didn't want to take the chance of getting twisted up. We got a new rig, didn't totally trust the rig, didn't know the rig, didn't know its capabilities. So a couple times we just turned around. You know, I ain't ashamed to say it. Last thing I wanted to do was get my wife stuck in the woods overnight because of a poor judgment call. So, you know, we had a good time. The second day we hooked up with a great bunch of buggies, about 14 guys. You know, Talons, RZRs, turbos. We rode with Can-Ams, you know, just a great bunch of dudes. Learned a couple things, gadgets, different techniques, different, you know, whatevers. And we're going to apply some of that to this and for what we do. So it was great. If you are looking at going to Roll Blue, I highly recommend it. You're not going to ride it all in a day. You're not going to ride it all on a weekend. You know, unless you're just flat out getting it. Some of them trails are really rough. Most of them are gutted and rutted out pretty deep. Very good trail maintenance. I had no concerns with any of that. My next video, I'm going to do a review of all the stuff we put on the buggy during the build. We did have a couple failures, defects. Not going to get into that here, but that's coming. I've got to do it complete. I'm gonna put this thing on the lift. It's time for its 20-hour service, so I'm gonna service it and do all that. And I know we took some hits on the bottom, so we're gonna look and see how bad before we put the tree kickers on, before we put a skid plate on. This initial run was on stock tires for a purpose. We wanted to see what this buggy's capability was and get a baseline of where we're starting. So we run stock skid plates, no tree kickers, 28-inch factory tires, factory setup, and it done great. We even dubbed it MG as part of our family, and MG is for mountain goat. It just blew my mind at how capable this thing is. We put it through its paces, and a couple times I said, no way, and it never shuddered. So as a review of Pioneer, Eagle Rock, Roll Blue, it's all thumbs up. I don't care. They've got a trail for everybody. Anything you want to do, it's great. The community's great, the people are great, the town's great. You know, I have no negatives of the whole experience. It was a great weekend. We didn't get no packing up and leaving out kind of videos because honestly we were just wiped out. We actually loaded when we come off the mountain the second night, got up at 3:30 a.m. the next morning, and it was a 8-hour drive back. It wasn't a 12 and a half, so it was good. We had no failures, nothing failed, so it was good. One thing I want to show you after 3 washes, this is where we're at. I mean, you can see. So I'm gonna pull this thing in, and I'm actually gonna take the doors off and take the seats out of it and get all this mud out of it and get kind of go through all that. But it was a great weekend, and for anybody wanting to get out, try something new, I highly recommend Roll Blue. You know, if you just want to break from Windrock, something different, Roll Blue was cool. It was good. So like I said, like, subscribe, follow. We've said it a couple times. Hang out with us. Next video is going to be on the Talon. Like I said, we're going to go over everything we put on this thing and what made it and what didn't. So thanks for following along with us. Until next time, enjoy the ride.